Yo, what's up, RK? How we doing? Okay, I think I've got everything out. I was just got my laptop here so that I can read chat, hang out with you guys. Yo, what's up, Sweaty? How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The newest partner, the newest Rednek PCs partner over here in the Kick chat. All right, there, we got that. We got that. We're so close. We're so close. There we go. Miguel, what's up? Proud of you. Hey, appreciate you. If you guys are hanging out on YouTube, make sure you back out on, well, if you're on your phone, make sure you back out and click that like button, hit the heart button a couple times. Supposedly it helps out the stream, so make sure you do that. And if you're not, make sure you're subscribed, because we're gonna be doing fun stuff like this. What am I drinking? I'm drinking some Hum Kombucha, courtesy of Costco. We buy everything at Costco, okay? Just throwing that out there. I'm an addict, okay? Anything, if it's at Costco, that automatically means it's gonna taste good and it's a good deal. That might not actually be true, but in my head, that's what it means. So we go to Costco a lot, all right? Mernin, Burrito, it's 2:28 in the afternoon here. I don't know where you are that it's morning, but it ain't here. Jatana, how are you? Okay, so what we're doing today, I mean, it's kind of in the description, but we've got this newly built computer that you can just barely sort of see the edge of, that we built on stream the other day. See? So yeah, we've got that newly built computer that we built on stream the other day. So we're gonna go through the process of getting it set up. We're gonna update the BIOS. We're gonna set up a couple of settings in the BIOS. We're gonna install Windows on it. We're gonna get all of our Windows updates completed. We're gonna get drivers installed. We'll do a couple of bench tests to make sure everything's working, and then we'll be done for the day. I say Mernin if it's 11 p.m. Nice. What am I drinking? I'm drinking some Hum Kombucha. Hey, I just saw I saw something pop up there. I don't know. I still don't know how to monitor YouTube alerts via Botrix, but I saw something happen from YouTube, so thank you. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a like, maybe it was a subscribe. I don't know, but I appreciate it. If that was you and you subscribed or something to the channel, please let me know. I would love to say thank you to you in person, or directly, I guess would be the right term. Not in person. Yeah, not soy sauce, just some kombucha. What's up, Soul Reaper? How we doing? Hey, Wes, good morning. Wes is lost in the sauce. You've never had kombucha? It's really good. I mean, you can make it yourself. It's just fermented tea with, this has, some added sugar and fruit and stuff in it. Kombucha doesn't sound great? Oh, dude, I love kombucha. What do you even mean? What do you even mean? Kombucha is wonderful. All right. I mean, we're gonna keep chatting, but I'm gonna get this computer started up, and we'll see if she posts right away. I mean, it posted when we turned it on the first time, so hopefully it'll post. You guys should be able to see it on the screen, and then I'll have it over here on my monitor. Boom, it worked on my monitor. I'm passing through I did pass through on my capture card. So let's just make sure that the device is working properly in OBS, because it appears to not be. All right, let's check. Where is that one? There we go. Okay. Now you guys can see what I see over here, with the exception of the top corner, because my face is in the way. Might as well be soy sauce with sugar. Okay, General. General sounds like a grumpy old man that only drinks Miller Lights. If it's supposed to be black, we're in good shape. It wasn't supposed to be black. It is actually really healthy for you. You're right, RK. Okay, so First thing we're gonna take a look at here, you guys unfortunately can't see it unless I do that. You can see right here in the top left, or top right, BIOS build date is 9/13/23. Now that's pretty old. So, I mean, I was expecting this to be, you know, old. So we've got our handy dandy flash drive. I'm gonna plug it into my laptop here, and we're gonna get the newest BIOS for this motherboard, and then we'll get it updated. Unfortunately, I will have to ignore you guys for just a moment because I can't read chat and use my laptop. What is this? MSI Pro B760-P. MSI Pro B760-P Wi-Fi DDR4 motherboard from MSI, aka MicroStar International, if you didn't know. All right, support. And then we're gonna download the newest BIOS. The newest BIOS is from January 16th, 2024. Several months newer. So we're definitely gonna fix that. Okay, I'm extracting the file. I know you guys can't see anything that I'm doing. Here, maybe you wanna see my face instead. So I'm just extracting the files, and I'm gonna copy them over to my flash drive. Delete out the old BIOS file that I had in this flash drive. All right, and I'm done. Cool. Is it safe to eject the hardware? Nobody knows, because you don't have to really do that anymore. Okay. All right, so we're gonna select M-Flash. That is the flashing tool for MSI. It's gonna reboot the computer into the flashing mode, and then we'll flash that new BIOS on there. Does BIOS update automatically after your PC is set up? No, you have to do this yourself. So typically what I would say is if you're doing a bunch of stuff on your computer, that's always a good time to flash your BIOS. Or if you start having troubles with your computer, like maybe stuff just isn't running quite right, you're running into like some errors and some crashes, you should definitely update your BIOS and like make sure Windows and stuff is updated, your driver's updated before you try and do a bunch of other type of diagnostic work. Okay, so we're gonna confirm here. Got our new BIOS file that says, yep, January 6th. I might have said January 16th, but it's January 6th, 2024, version 1.9. It's wonderful. I'm gonna hit enter. It's also for the same model name, which is what we want, which means it's for the same motherboard. Hit yes, and then we're gonna let this go. Now, the worst thing you can do is while this is happening, you flip the power switch, or the power goes out, or you mess with something on your computer and it turns off. Because if you do that, unless you have a higher end board that has 2 BIOS chips, you've bricked your motherboard and you have to basically throw it away. So don't do that. Any plans on doing Rate My Setup anytime? I don't know, I either need to like fully rethink how I do those or something, because it didn't do well last time. Yo, what's up, Navy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the Rate My Setups, like I think they did okay on Facebook when I was posting them on there, but on YouTube, they fell flat, man. They just didn't go anywhere. So I'm not saying it's like a bad idea, but I need to completely reimagine how I would do those videos in the future to make sure that they actually like, they go somewhere. And maybe they just need to be like short form content. Maybe it just doesn't work for long form content. I don't know. You always have it connected to a UPS in case electricity goes out. Yes, that is also like if you're buying a computer and you're spending, you know, thousands of dollars on a new computer, or even just $1,000 plus, you should buy yourself a UPS, because especially if you have a lower end build, you don't need to buy a super expensive UPS. You can get them for like $100. And what that does is it acts as a battery backup for your system. So you connect the UPS to your outlet, and then you can connect your computer to the UPS, so that if your power goes out, the UPS senses it and it maintains power for your computer, and that'll allow you to shut your computer down properly and avoid any sort of surges. So if you have expensive hardware, like a computer or, you know, servers, anything like that, you need to have battery backup power for it. You just have to. Otherwise, like, something eventually will go wrong. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Okay, so this restarted. We do have a tower air cooler, so we're gonna select that on there. I don't really know what changes that's really gonna make, but we're gonna probably fix them anyways. All right, BIOS build date, you cannot see up here, is now January 6th, 2024. If you're in the EU, we do our dates backwards. sorry. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna XMP the RAM. This is gonna put it at cast latency 163600 with all the timings associated with that memory. And then we're gonna go into the fan info and we're gonna set up the case fans. Yo, what's up, Caked? How we doing? Any recommendations on the UPS? I mean, I can tell you the brand I use because I got it on like a really good deal on Amazon. What brand is this? SKE, I think is the brand I have. I don't know. You might have to do some research on it. The key thing is getting one big enough that it can power your computer. So you need it to be powerful enough to be able to run your computer, both in like the standard output, like pass-through mode, as well as when the power goes out. So I have a 1500 VA UPS, which probably is a bit undersized since it's running my stream computer and my gaming computer, but it should be at least enough in like short term, like in just like power spike stuff to be able to keep everything up. CyberPower, yeah, CyberPower makes good stuff. Yeah, RK might have more info on that than I do, just because I haven't done enough research on it. Amazing how my setup has changed within a year since your last video. I mean, should I do some like short form content ones, like where I just like do like 1 or 2 setup reviews per video? Those might do well. You bought a 950 VA UPS, and when gaming it overloads and shuts off everything. Yeah, exactly. So you have to like get it appropriately sized for your system, unfortunately. Otherwise, yeah, that can happen. I know that's happened to. I was talking to Kayla Delancey. I don't know if you guys know her. She's also on Kick. But yeah, she was having the exact same issue happen where both of our computers were connected into one similar size to mine, like a 1500 VA or something, and it was crashing her system when she would game. Okay, so I'm not gonna mess with much. I'm gonna change all the fans to PWM smart fan mode. There is no actual pump, it's just a fan. So we're just gonna set all these to smart fan mode. That way they'll go up in speed as the temperature of the CPU goes up. That's really all we're doing here. Okay, super simple. My laptop's bonging at me. I don't know why. So that's really all, excuse me. That's really all I'm gonna do for the BIOS. There's a bunch of other stuff that you could do if you want to, but for this system, it's gonna be a stream PC. We didn't get paid to optimize it. We're just making sure it's set up properly. So we're gonna leave it at that. I am gonna double check storage. Okay, so we're seeing both of our M.2s on here. You guys can see that. We got the T-Force 1 terabyte main. Then we got this other one from Team 1024 as the secondary. So we're good there. So we're just gonna hit F10, and that's gonna save and exit. It's gonna restart the computer, hopefully saving all those settings we made. We can double check that those settings are still, or we double check that those settings are applied, and then we can get those installed in Windows. So 1000 watt power supply would need 1000 VA UPS. Technically, yes. I mean, you can base it less on your power supply and more on like the TDP of your components. So 1000 watt power supply might be overpowered for your computer, but if the TDP of your system is like 850 watts, then you need at least like 850 watts of UPS, you know? Navy, how's your day going? Okay. Yeah, so technically that's what I'm saying. Like technically mine's a little bit underpowered, but it works fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Also VA, for whatever reason, like the VA does not directly apply to its wattage. I don't know exactly how they do that, if that's like direct power versus like actual outputted power, like, you know, losses and stuff. Because my 1500 VA UPS says it outputs 950 watts or something like that, or 1000 watts. I don't know how that conversion is. Like I said, I haven't done enough research to be able to talk intelligently about it. I just know that If you see like everything, like if you see 1000 VA UPS, it'll tell you it's like actual like max output of in watts. I don't know why that it's different. Okay. Our memory is good there. You can see that it's at 3600 megatransfers per second. Our fan info, yeah, it looks fine. Yep, so our system fans that are connected are still set to smart fan mode. So we're going to get our Windows drive here. This has Windows 11 on it. We're gonna connect that to the computer, and we don't have to do anything else other than F10 and enter. CyberPower says 1500 VA is 1000 watt. Yeah, exactly. That's what I have. I have not from CyberPower, but that's the model size output I have. I don't know why. I need to look up the term for VA, because technically, like, VA is watts. Like in the simplest terms, like those should be equivalent units. I'm not sure why they're so different though. All right, Windows. We're gonna click next and ignore whatever it was. It was just if you want English or something else. We're gonna click install now. I'm gonna select I don't have a product key for now. We'll get one. Windows 11 Pro. Yeah, there's so many different ratings. I know, that's such a pain. We're totally reading and accepting all of these. Well, we are accepting them. We're not gonna read them though. So we have the two drives. Drive 0 should be our main drive in the M.2_1 slot. So we're gonna select that. And then once we hit next, Windows is gonna begin installing. So we had somebody that was we had somebody in the chat during our last stream when we were talking about, oh, I need a DVD-ROM drive or a CD drive to be able to install the software and stuff. Like, you don't. You just need a flash drive. That's it. Like you could wipe everything off of this flash drive, use it for something else, and then like if you need to reinstall Windows, you could like redo the installation media on the flash drive. You don't need an optical drive anymore, folks. I mean, maybe a handful of people do, but you really don't in general. Imagine Navy not telling me how his day is going. Imagine. I keep wanting to use this mouse for my laptop, but I forgot that it's not connected to my laptop. It's just not. It's just not. How much faster? Oh yeah, it's got to be so much faster to install from a USB too. Plus, like, I mean, cases today just don't come with. They don't come with optical drive bays. They just don't. I mean, you can find some, but in general, computer cases don't come with bays for optical drives. Yo, what's up, Backspace? We're working on your computer today. We're putting in. We updated the BIOS already, and we're now working on getting Windows installed, and then we're gonna start updating everything. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Basically, this is basically a just chatting stream for us to chat and while I do this work. I figured I was like, I could stream it or I can sit here and watch The Office on my phone while I do it. So I decided let's stream it. Freaking cool. Yeah, I'm having a good weekend, man. It was my daughter's 5th birthday party yesterday, so that's kept me pretty busy all day yesterday, getting all set up for that and then hosting it. And then yeah, this morning was just like helping out at church and stuff, and then now we're here. Ate some lunch. I'm here. Just a common redneck. That's right. Just a common redneck. I'm not rare here. Congrats. Yeah, 5 years old, Uncle Bud. She's 5. She had a blast, had a bunch of her friends over. Yeah, I mean, obviously all the parents and stuff were there. She had some beer and some finger foods and ice cream cake. It was wonderful. She loved it. Wait, I actually wanted that. Why did I throw that away? I'm actually going to, while I'm sitting here waiting for that to update, I'm gonna take all these screws and put it in this tiny little baggie that I almost accidentally threw away. Got one turned 5 in November. 5-year-old girls are absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. She didn't have a beer, but the parents did. It's a bunch of parents of little kids, man. We were all drinking. You have an 8-year-old girl and I can confirm she's still nuts. Yep. Little girls are crazy. They do be crazy, as the saying goes. All right. Windows is going. Windows is moving. Same there. All right. Put this away at this point. Don't need those. Don't need this on my desk anymore. All right. We're gonna say that Backspace is in Afghanistan. Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh, actually, I don't want to fill any of this out. In order to set up a Windows with a local account, this is how you do it. That little command that you type in lets you get past the like, hey, you have to have internet and log into a Microsoft account to finish installing Windows. Like, no, you don't. Been there twice. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. Oh yeah, I forgot, your Backspace is a vet. Just wait, it gets better, Red. I know. Oh, I know. It's gonna get wild. Wait till you get to pre-teen stage like your daughter. Oh, geez. Your 4-year-old boy is infinitely more nuts too. Yeah, it's a different kind of crazy, right? Like I've got several friends with little boys, and like they're wild and rambunctious and stuff too, but it's different. Like my little 5-year-old daughter, she's not quite so wild and like rambunctious that I'm worried about her breaking something or herself all the time, but she is like infinitely more like deceitful and trying to like trick you and convince you to do things that she wants you to do. It's just different. We're gonna make sure that we spell this right. There we go. I mean, you can change it later and you can sign into your Microsoft account when you get it, but okay. Oh, numbers locked off. Okay. Because the girls are smarter. It's fair. My son will climb your walls. Yeah. All right. We're going to turn some of this stuff off so Microsoft doesn't track everything that you're doing. And then we're going to let Windows reboot. So that's it. Yeah. My daughter is definitely smart. That is for sure. But sometimes in a terrible way. It's a little quiet over on the YouTube side. How's everybody doing over there? What's going on? We having fun? We having a good weekend? Is anybody else working on computers? I'm sure RK probably is. He's always working on something. It's a private party over here? Like everyone's just hanging out in their own little corner. Everyone's just chilling over on the YouTube side. You're working on a computer. Well, I mean like, yeah, you're on a computer working, right? Not like working on a computer. Totally counts. Totally counts. Technically, everyone that's watching is on a computer right now. Okay, Windows is installed. I'm gonna get my Ethernet cable here. We'll plug it in, and we'll see if this motherboard came with internet, like an Ethernet driver, because about, I would say almost 60% of the Intel motherboards that I get don't, but this one does. That's nice. Yo, Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. I want some coffee. I've already had 2 cups today, but I do want some more coffee. Check for updates. Yes, welcome in. I appreciate it. Actually getting around trusted installer to change Windows 11 startup sound. Do you actually listen to your, like, do you make it like a cool sound, or do you just not like to listen to the startup sound? And how much effort is it to change the startup sound? Because it seems like if it's a lot of work, there's just not a lot of benefit to that. Okay, and then I'm gonna buy a Windows key real quick. That's gonna take a minute. That's a lot of things to download and update. A lot of things. You'll be doing a video about it. It's a lot. That seems like the effort is not worth the rub, you know? You also love coffee. Is there a club you can join? Bro, count me in. Count me into whatever club that is. Very cool, powerful engine afterburner sound. Oh, that's cool. Again, not worth my effort, but it's cool. Like if you said it would take me 3 minutes or like under 10 minutes, done, I'd do it. If it's gonna take longer than that, absolutely not worth doing. Even on my own personal computer that I turn on every day. Okay. Almost done buying a Windows key. Okay. System. Activate now. Gonna change the product key. Should I hide the screen so you guys don't see the product key and try and steal it? All right. There we go. Windows is activated, hooray! Back to Windows Update. Let's see how she's doing there. All right, I can do that. It's the knowledge gained, and you can use that to access other folders that might be inaccessible otherwise. Okay, I could see that. I really want to get like A certified or A+ like certified, just to have like a better capability to like work on computers, you know? Like I know enough to be dangerous, like on the software side, but there's a lot of stuff that I can learn. I do need to do that at some point. And then while we're here, we're gonna take the wallpaper and put it in. Boom, Rednek Engineer wallpaper. That easy, that fast. Now change the startup sound, no. Question about buying a refurbished monitor, is it worth the savings? I've never purchased a refurbished monitor. Compared to refurbished other things, I would say it's probably fairly safe to do, because usually it probably means there was like a broken panel or like a broken pixel on the panel. So I would assume that it's not too dangerous or like sketchy to do. What kind of savings are you like getting out of a refurbished monitor versus like an equivalent new one. Diana, how are you? Rayload, here due to Mr. Navy. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming in. Don't forget to back out if you're on your phone and hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more fun content. This is kind of like a chill and chat stream for us. I'm just kind of working on the computer and decided why not stream it while I'm working on the computer. 300 versus 450, that's pretty significant savings. Where are you buying it through? I think that's probably the other key is like if you're buying it through like a good place that you would be able to take it back from and you trust up front, then I wouldn't even hesitate. I would go for it. Yeah, that's a pretty significant savings. You bought them through Best Buy and never had an issue? See, there you go. Why is my nose so itchy? Dana, how are you doing today? Also, I already drank all my kombucha. This is what happens. I sit here and talk to you guys and I get thirsty because I'm constantly talking. I'm gonna get some water. Drink out of my moonshine cup. My water's coming out super slow, so I need to change the bottle over. But if you don't like drain the whole, whatever it's called, water dispenser thingy, then when I go to Primo, whatever place to like refill the 5-gallon, it overflows. So it's a lose-lose situation here. It's a lose-lose situation here. You need a recommendation for a PC, don't know what direction to go. I can't update my AMD driver to play Pal World. What do you mean you can't update your AMD driver? Like it fails when you try and update it? Oh, it's a 10-year-old PC. What are your specs? Because I would be surprised if it even meets the minimum requirement to play Pal World if it's that old. Yeah, you're welcome. And I mean, mostly Navy, but you're welcome. It probably doesn't. Do you know what you have in the computer by chance? Like even just like the CPU, GPU, and RAM? Okay, cumulative update for Windows, 69% installed. Nice. Time for a Rednek upgrade? I mean, that is definitely an option, Navy. Obviously, that's my first suggestion. Just buy a new computer for me. If that's not in the cards, then yeah, we can work on something else. I wouldn't know how to look that info up. You can just type in, I guess it depends on what Windows you're on, but you can type in like PC info or system information into your Windows search. And there's an app that can pop up and it shows most of your stuff. Yeah. So like on Windows 11 here, like you can just go like this. System information. That app should be on Windows 10 if you have that too. But yeah, so I mean you can see here, you can see processor, 12th gen i5 12600K. You can see the BIOS build date. You can see the baseboard, which is your motherboard. You can see how much physical memory is installed. And then, don't think this will show you the GPU, but on the GPU you can find elsewhere. You can go to your control panel, no. Device manager. You can go to your device manager here. You can see display adapters. RTX 3050, so that's kind of the way to do it. I mean, if it's 10 years old, realistically it is time to upgrade. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Even if it was the top of the line 10 years ago, being able to play like modern games with it is gonna be tough. Yeah, if you do, you can save 5% by using Navy's code, CrewPC5. But yeah, feel free to like look that up and drop it in here. I mean, we can see how far off it is from being capable of like even meeting the minimum specs of Pal World. tell you what, bring it down to the office and we'll fix it up for you. Probably more expensive than actually the new components. I'm just curious now. Curious what it is. I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? Error encountered. That happens sometimes. Okay. I don't think it's gonna start the next ones until we restart. We'll go to your website and shop. I don't stream. I just want to play some games. Yeah. So I've got two computers on the website that you could look at to just like directly purchase. If you want like something maybe more tailored to your needs, you can just go to the custom build form. Speaking of which, I'm gonna log into my website. Make sure I haven't missed anything in the last couple days. All right, computer is running some updates. Says 2 new site reviews. Mega overkill PC. Fire. This is the last place you need to look for your dream PC. Austin is 100% knowledgeable in there. When you have questions or concerns, the hardware is of the highest quality. Rednek Engineering was even there for me on Christmas Day. There's a new Santa in town. My PC was hit with a virus and helped me fix it in less than 20 minutes. I can go play my video games now over the holidays. Thank you, Austin. 100% great PC company. We're approving that. Sheesh. That was that height Y70 build that we did not that long ago. All right, looks like we have another review. Customer service and quality. This is from Gary. I purchased a custom-built PC from Rednek, and during shipping, I had a misfortunate MSI update that wasn't accounted for in testing. Rednek worked through all the problems with me personally, remotely, until everything was back to normal with no questions asked. His customer service is A1, along with the outstanding quality, and you will not find that anywhere else. Proved. Sheesh. Sheesh. Let's hit you home, man. I really just came to check to see if there were any new orders. But you know, it feels good to read reviews like that, you know. Okay, no new orders directly off the website. Good there. So you have an AMD FX 4170, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 64-bit system. Okay. And do you have a dedicated GPU at all, or is it just the CPU? What are the specs? What are the specs on this one? Dragon, this has an i5 12600K, 64 gigs of DDR4 CL16 3600 RAM, and an RTX 3050 with 2 terabytes of storage. This is going to be a stream-only PC, so we went kind of light on the GPU because you don't need a powerful GPU just to be able to encode your stream and record and stuff. Okay. Yeah, you might have to go into the device manager to see what you have for GPU. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have a dedicated GPU, if it's just the CPU, but I'm not sure. World's okay. So what's up, Mage? How you doing? I want to buy a gaming PC and stream PC. Do you think the 4060 Ti is worth it? Yes. The 4060 Ti is definitely capable of gaming and streaming. Realistically, for that, like, you're going to be playing at 1080p, and you're probably, I mean, you're going to be gaming and streaming on that depending on the CPU. Like, you're probably going to be pulling a little over 100 FPS. You know, if you want to be able to do like 1440p gaming while gaming and streaming, you likely want at least a 4070. But a 4060 Ti, if you're gaming on 1080p and streaming at the same time, yeah, definitely worth it. Good man, watching your Ravens finally wake up. Oh yeah, they playing today? Who are they playing? I don't remember the teams that are in it. I know there's only like 4 teams left right now, but I can't remember who it is. Is there 4 teams or is there 8 teams still left? Go ham and get that 4090. Yeah, just pay 4 times the price and get a 4090. Done. Easy. Oh, they're playing Kansas Swifties. Got it. I mean, you're probably like one of 10 people that are rooting for the Ravens. Everyone else is rooting for Taylor Swift. Sorry, Taylor Swift boyfriend. My bad. Gonna go watch the Lions. Nice. And the Lions are playing, I don't even remember. You're gonna watch the Lions tonight and you hate football? Are you from Detroit or something? Okay, let's get back to updating. They've showed her more than the Ravens have possessed the ball. That's unfortunate. It's just money. Spend it. What's up, Lemons? How we doing? Welcome in. If I go from 144 hertz to 244 hertz or 240 hertz, can you still use your 4070? Yes, you won't hit 240 hertz with a 4070 if you're playing at 1440p, but you can still use it. Yeah, you can still use it. Not gonna hurt. You're just not gonna be able to utilize all of the refresh rate that your monitor's capable of, which isn't a big deal. 49ers, and you're born and raised in Michigan. Oh, that makes sense. You'll go shopping. Yeah, I've got a couple of nice pre-built models in there. Those ones are nice because you can also use a firm to pay them off over time if you want. Otherwise, custom build form, I'll be able to kind of put together anything that you need based on like your budget and what you plan to use it for, you know. What's going on today with Mr. Lemons? What up, Navy the bot? Oh, he didn't write that. Never mind. What a screensaver you got there. I know, right? That's I put that on every computer I built. Just want them to know. You know, I want them to know who built their computer. I mean, not that they don't already know, but might as well make sure they know. Yeah, you're welcome, Rainbow. You're rooting for the Lions tonight. Yeah, you just hanging out, Lemons? Just hanging out? You playing any games or anything? I would love to just send this piece of crap to you. I mean, what if we made like a sleeper PC out of it? How cool would that be? Quick question, if I buy a PC from you, how would I get docs and pics transferred? So one way you could do it is you could send me like the hard drive out of it. I mean, it sounds like you're probably not comfortable with pulling that out. The other thing you could do is just get like a big like flash drive. So like I have like this, it's like a WD passport, like an external drive, or just like a really large flash drive, and you can just drag all of your like photos and documents and stuff onto that, and then connect it into your new PC, and then you can drag it over. You can do that as long as your computer is still turning on. Like that's probably what I would do. Yeah, or a Google Drive. You can do Google Drive. That's super easy, especially if you don't have a ton of data. I think Google Drive gives you 10 gigs free. Like you don't need to do anything, pay for anything if you have less than 10 gigabytes. So you can do that too. But yeah, if you already have like some storage here, like that's gonna be faster. But Google Drive is good too. Sounds like a good Sunday. It does sound like a good Sunday. I'm gonna be smoking a cigar after this, so I'm ready. Seems like it doesn't want to download these right now. What if we download the cumulative update, restart again, and then maybe it'll download all those other random ones. I left it up on mine, 250 FPS and 1440p. Sheesh. You're really hitting 250 FPS and 1440p in Warzone or multiplayer? I think it's 20 bucks for 100 gigabytes for the year. Yeah, it's super cheap for online storage on Google. I pay for 100 gigs for my business because I'm uploading videos and stuff for my editor all the time. So I pay for the 100 gig one too. You got a wicked chest cold going. Terrible. TRBL terrible. But yeah, Diana, it's pretty easy. Yeah. If you need help, let me know. But yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. We're just here downloading and uploading and updating Windows. Hitting that FPS in Warzone 1440. Hey, let's go. Yeah, 250 FPS in Warzone at 1440 is pretty impressive. BR, but to be fair, you run nothing else. It drops to 185-ish in some spots. Yeah, that sounds about right. The gamer PC looks nice. It is nice. It's really nice. I've even got here. Let's see. I think I got some good pictures of one on my phone. I don't know how well y'all be able to see it. So I did these back to back. One is the gamer PC, and one is like an Intel version of it. So the red one is the gamer PC. So that's the gamer PC there. Pretty sweet. And that's an Intel version. It's got pretty much the same specs with just like an Intel CPU and some white stuff inside the case instead. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Looks good, clean builds. It's really clean. I tested both of those. They can play Warzone 1080p at like 140 FPS-ish, maybe like average 125 to 140 depending on where you are. Yeah, I mean, what more could you want? Which means it'll definitely be able to play Power World too. This will definitely get you some great years of gaming and totally upgradable over time. Yeah, that's kind of the key there, is that, you know, I mean, you had your last one for 10 years. So like, that's kind of the idea behind these, is like the power supplies are meant to last, you know, anywhere from 7 to 10 years. And, you know, it's not an OEM spec computer, it's all aftermarket parts. So you can kind of just swap stuff in and out as you need to. The mic is sounding good. That's right. It's because we bought a good mic. This is a DJI mic. It's very, very nice. It's kind of expensive, but definitely worth it. I'm sitting here editing some content, and my Mac isn't handling it well today. So excited for something better. Yeah, dude, I bet you this thing will be significantly better than your Mac. Or you can go all out like Soul Reaper. Soul Reaper got like a 4090 build. What's the difference with AMD with and without Intel? So it's just the central processing unit. So you can go with Intel or AMD. The one that I have in my on my website is AMD. Yeah, they're just two different brands making different products. A lot of people prefer AMD, or a lot of people prefer Intel. Other people prefer AMD. I really like AMD. And when I first put the gamer PC on my website, the AMD was a much cheaper option. That 12600K now is pretty much almost identical in terms of price as the AMD one that's in my my gamer PC. Can a CD drive be added to it? You'll have to get like an external CD drive. So they make CD drives now that they just connect to a USB port, and then like it's completely external from your computer. I just saw something pop up. I don't know what it was. Someone followed or subscribed or something on YouTube. Thank you. I don't know who it was. I can't see it. I don't know how to monitor that. Botrix hasn't made it easy enough to monitor that. So yeah, in short, yes, one can be added. It just won't be inside of the computer case. It'll be external. Lemons followed or subscribed? Sorry, I need to scroll up a little bit on the YouTube side. You're lucky if you're getting 125 FPS, but you're using the 3070 Ti. What CPU do you have again, Navy? I forgot. Super crispy. Yeah, the microphone is nice, isn't it? It's really helpful too that like there's not anything else going on outside. Like the children's pediatric place is closed obviously today, so it's not. There's no other like background noise. Time to get a Rednek super build and turn your current rig into a streaming rig. That would be nice. AMD for the mother effing win. He's right. I have my gaming PC is all AMD. It's AMD CPU, AMD GPU. Definitely the long-term plan. It's true. Navy knows what's up. Okay, he subscribed. Lemons, thank you so much for the sub. Well, RK, hurry up and get those get that design finished, and we can show it off to people. I'm ready to buy it. I couldn't see what he did though. I think he subscribed to the channel. Yep. Lemons, I appreciate that, man. What up, MJ? How we doing? You have a 7800X 3D. Oh, dude, that's a baller card. Or chip. Baller chip. You never had an AMD, always had Intel for 25 years. Honestly, up until fairly recently, Intel kind of was blowing AMD out of the water, so I'm not surprised. But their newer gaming chips, I mean, AMD is making really, really good CPUs right now. Yeah, we'll show off some merch as soon as we can. And oh, you have a 5700X. Oh yeah, I mean that's part of the problem too. You gotta get you a faster CPU. Mage is rocking a 7800X 3D and a 4090 FE. Whew. You're making me sweat over here. Uncle Bud says I like my 4070 Ti. Get around 190 to 210 FPS in Warzone. That's solid. That's really solid. I mean, the 4070 Ti is a great card. Really, really good price to performance point for the 4070 Ti. Dark FPS, what's up, my guy? How we doing? All right, looks like that update finished. We're gonna restart again. You had a 5800X 3D prior to that one. That's a great one too. Yeah, we're pitching tents over here, man. You guys are just talking about your systems. I'm like, whew, it's a good thing I've got this. This desk here. It performs really well. I mean, what CPU do you have, Uncle Bud? Maybe let's copy. It takes a while to come through sometimes. You subscribed 10 minutes ago. Oh wait, did Rainbow subscribe now too? Yeah, Botrix is not the fastest, and I haven't done anything with it. Like I literally just I connected YouTube to my Botrix account, and that's it. I haven't figured anything out for it yet. I just wanted it to be there for now. I'll probably figure it out later how to actually monitor the activity feed. I don't know how to do that yet. This PC has done a lot of heavy lifting over the 3 years, but the time is coming for sure. Red, do you want to trade? Trade for what? Nice group of people here. Yeah, I think they are. We like to have some pretty cool. I mean, I'm not some super toxic streamer. Okay, maybe sometimes while I'm gaming I get a little toxic, but for the most part, we're just here, we're having fun, we're building computers, and I think the community has really started to reflect that of just cool, chill people that are nice and want to talk about computers and ask questions and watch me build stuff, and yeah, it's great. Your PS3 for a PC. I don't think you're gonna want the PC that I would give you as a trade for your PS3. I gotta sell this extra RAM I got through though. So if you do an AM5 build for Navy, I'll sell it to him super cheap so it doesn't go into waste. That's fair. And wieners, can't forget. What? Oh, you have a 13900 KF. That's a great combo. Sheesh. Oh, what's Navy's code? Navy's code, here, I'll put it in for you in the chat. Crew PC5. There you go. I don't think it matters on the caps. I think you can do it all lowercase. It shouldn't matter. After the broken update, I was getting 340 FPS. Then they fixed it, and now you're back down to 260. I mean, 260 is still, come on, Dark. It's still pretty good. Makes me wonder if there's a performance update coming in COD soon. Could be. You'll throw in a hamburger. I think you need to throw in like a year's worth of hamburgers at that price. I have a coffee family. We go live every day on Hoon's Coffee Channel. Hoon's Coffee Channel, hold on. What do you guys do on Hoon's Coffee Channel? Can't talk. I'm gonna go find it right now while we're waiting. Hoon's Coffee. Hoon's Coffee, 233,000 subscribers. Sheesh. You guys like testing out new stuff? Talk about coffee. Grr. Oh, I'm gonna start watching. I'm not like a coffee snob, but like I enjoy good coffee. I drink enough coffee to enjoy good coffee and know good coffee versus bad coffee. But I'll still drink bad coffee if that's all that's available, you know. But I'm interested to see. I like the science of it because it's chemistry, right? Like everything about making good coffee is just chemistry. So it's fun to learn the science behind it. I like it. As an engineer, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I enjoy learning about science. You only have 650 subs. But wait, but you go live. But your channel has 650 subs, but you go live via Hoon's Coffee. How does that work? 5 Guys, double bacon and a large fry. Now we're talking. For burgers and thighs. 652 now. Hoon's chats with all of us. Hold on, let me. Oh God, I can't spell. Hold on. Mr. Rainbow's coffee, something? Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. There it is, I found it. I found it. Can't get away now. You can't hide from it now. It's not enough. I think it is enough, Dark. I think it is. If you run DLSS or whatever it's called, it will sit at 260. Yeah, DLSS looks like crap though. That's the problem. Because you're basically playing it at that point. You're playing at 1080p, and then rescaling it to 1440p. Wow, not me just finding out about the Remux feature in OBS. Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh, bro, you gotta use it. You gotta use it. I have mine set on auto remux, so as soon as I click save on a recording, it just auto remuxes it to MP4. It's a game changer. He's amazing. Okay, well now I'm gonna watch both of you guys. He just gained 3 right now. I just subbed him. My old man would drink the cheapest coffee he could find. I actually enjoy a good cup, but my brother-in-law is a coffee connoisseur. Makes some badass stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't use like super crazy coffee. Ew, I didn't clean it out on Friday, but I'll show you what I use from like making my coffee in the mornings. So I have like a hand like burr grinder at home that I'll like grind, and then I put it all in like a vacuum sealed, so I'll make like a week's worth or something at a time. But I have a electric kettle in here for heating up water, and then I just do this little pour over thing. Don't judge me for not cleaning it out on Friday. I usually just clean it out the next morning, okay? Don't hate me for that. But yeah, so it's like I make good coffee, it's not like super bougie. Download and install it all, please. Please. Advanced options, let's just check. Okay, there's no more optional updates. Fine. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do before we forget is we're gonna go to disk management. I know, I think you guys probably forgot that I was actually working on this computer. Because we have 2 drives in here, so disk 1 Got a select disk 1, new simple volume, next. Drive letter D, sure. We're gonna call this Team MP34. I forgot what model it is. MP33. Also, Diana, thank you for your order. I just saw it come in. I got the email. Boom, new order number 2218. Coming in with a gamer PC. I appreciate you, Diana. We're gonna get that going in no time. I mean, obviously we're not gonna build it today. I gotta get all the parts, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much for trusting me and for using Navy's code. I need to make sure he gets his little commission off of that as well, but I appreciate you using that so you can get yourself 5% off your new computer. Okay, we finished with that, so now we can just double check that it's there. Click on new PC. You can see that there is in fact drive D and drive C. So drive C is the main disk and then drive D is the secondary one. It's all about taste. You're at 946 subs right now? Dude, Navy, you're so close. I'm at well above the 1,000 subs that I need, but I don't have the watch hours yet. Yeah, Navy's been crushing it on YouTube. He's going places. We're subbing to Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. He's got a cool coffee channel. You've been running NVIDIA image scaling at 55 and native. So good on my OLED 11440 monitor. Oh, interesting. Wait, you're supposed to clean it out. Don't clean it out. It adds extra flavor. It's not a smoker. It's not a smoker, RK. It's not how it works. I'm so impatient, I go with the Keurig. Oh, I don't like Keurig coffee. I just don't. Oh, you like that Canadian coffee, Tim Hortons? I've never had that. I haven't been to Canada. Diana, thank you so much again for that. So you're pretty fancy with your coffee. So here's the thing. I have for well over a decade, I had just like an old school like electric coffee grinder thing that was just like horizontal blades and you just and I finally was like, I want to make something better. I want to get something better, but I don't want to pay the money. So I got like a $50 hand grinder that you can like select the coarseness and stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit bougie, but it's also, you know, it's unassumingly bougie, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, not gonna be disappointed. Absolutely not. There's Tim Hortons in the US, at least in Michigan. Oh, really? I didn't know. Yeah, I doubt that I have any in Idaho, but I've also never been to Canada, so I don't really have the option to try it out. You bought a French press. I made coffee with a French press for a long time. They make really good coffee. Wish I could show a pic in here of what your deployment coffee cup looked like. Oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, what was I gonna do next? Let's, this is an MSI board, so let's get MSI Center downloaded and we'll update all the chipset software and stuff. Get. Rednek, my brother, is ordering a PC from your website next week. Let's go. Diana over on Kick just ordered a PC literally right now on stream, live. It's awesome. So cool. Navy Chief, Navy Pride. Hoo-yah. If I want to get off, I want the whole thing. W for Diana, that's right. MJ, you have 1.23K subs? Oh, shorts do wonders for getting more subs. You're not wrong. I think a lot of my subs have come from shorts, but I mean, it doesn't count for watch hours, right? Yep, we're totally read all of that. MSI. Tim Hortons is straight trash. Maybe doesn't like Tim Hortons. He's a Canadian, so he's allowed to have that opinion, okay? He would know. He's a lifetime Canadian. Don't touch the Chiefs mug. Facts, Navy. I love hand grinds, but not for espresso. Oh yeah, I don't ever make espresso. Although I guess I do have, is that, okay. Since we have people who know coffee here in chat, those, I think they're Italian style ones that you put the water in the bottom and then you put your grind into like this little filtered spout into that, and then you put the top on and like a percolating style. Is that technically like espresso in terms of the strength and stuff, or no? Or am I just stupid? If I had to drink coffee on the go, it is McDonald's, but I'm not happy about it. I go to Jackson's if I have to get coffee on the go. It's like at the Shell station, they have like, think like Pilot or whatever, like a nicer like gas station type place, and they make decent coffee, fresh. But wait, there's more. That is a proper espresso maker. America runs on Dunkin'. I've never had Dunkin' coffee. Switch to YouTube, click the like. Thank you so much, Diana, I appreciate you. That PC is going to Body Pow World. That's right. There's Tim Hortons in the US and Michigan. We are pretty close to Canada. Yeah, you guys are really close to Canada though. Yeah, across the lake. Woot woot. Thank you so much for coming over, Diana. I appreciate that. Dunkin' Coffee's mid. Well, I've never had it, so I don't even know. W again for Diana. But wait, there's more. If you buy now, you can. No, I'm just kidding. I got nothing. What PC did you get? He got. What he? Diana. She got the gamer PC off the website. Dunkin's trash, and I hope Navy said that. Navy said Tim Hortons is trash. Mage says Dunkin is mid. Okay, so we got MSI Center installed. We're gonna install Mystic Lights so that Backspace can control all of the RGB, and then we'll start updating stuff on there. Do you mean Mocha? M-O-K-A. I don't know. It's just like a fully aluminum thing, water reservoir on the bottom, and you put like the little like inner thing in there with your grounds in it, and then you twist the top on, and then if you flipped it up, it's got it's like a little fountain in the center that it comes out. I don't know. I have one of those too. I have a French press somewhere that I use for camping. I've got my pour overs that I use most of the time, and then I have one of those if I want to be super bougie on like a Saturday morning and don't need the coffee right away. You're not missing much. Wait, who's not missing much? Me about not having Dunkin'. Got it. Tim Hortons was bought out by Burger King and went to crap. It was amazing when it started alone. Oh, interesting. So it was good at one point, but not anymore. Apple fritters the size of your. Oh, Navy, don't talk to me like that. You're gonna make me want to eat a bunch of sugar. You want to make some real coffee? You need percolator over the campfire. That's a great way to do it too. Okay, Mystic Light is installed. I feel like you guys are gonna make me forget stuff because we're talking about so much goodness in the chat over here. You could go for a fritter, bro. I can go for a fritter. Not that there's any fritters that I can actually eat, but I would eat it anyways. You've been drinking coffee black for years, and it has to be the best quality. That's true. So when I started doing, when I did Whole30, and I started drinking just straight black coffee for like most of the last year in the morning, that kind of is what forced me to like really make sure I was making good coffee because I wasn't putting creamer or anything in it anymore. Okay, Intel chipset drivers, PCIe network drivers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, HD Universal, Intel serial driver, ME drivers. Yes, don't touch these third-party utilities. AIDA64 can be useful. Norton 360 might as well just be a virus. And Intel Extreme Utility, you can use that, but we're not going to. So, install. Thank you for all the hearts. I can see all those going up. I don't know who's doing it, but I appreciate it. Chat is freaking hopping, that's right. Alfred No Sauce, what's going on? How you doing, Alfred? Do you, by chance, hang out in a cave near a famous city? No? Okay. There's a new coffee company around here that I want to try, Dutch Brothers Coffee. Nah, they're not that good. Dutch Brothers is from like basically my hometown. I grew up in Medford, Oregon. Dutch Bros started in Grants Pass, which is like the next town over. I mean, it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. Dutch Bros isn't good. I would take Starbucks over Dutch Bros. Shh, it's a secret. Okay, I won't tell anyone. What up, Backshots? I don't think I'll ever not giggle at that name. Macinta? How do I pronounce that? Macinta are wonderful. It makes really good coffee. It makes really good coffee. It's worth the wait on the days that I make it. I'm not getting any editing done with this chat. Sorry, Navy. I don't know what to tell you. You always have Black Rifle coffee. That's a good one. Starbucks is not better than it. I will go to like any of my local coffee shops over Starbucks every day of the week. Starbucks always tastes burnt. Ravens are about to get the ball back and we need to score here. Maybe check Discord. Yes, this is Backspace's PC. We're installing all of the software, getting all of our drivers and firmware and Windows and everything updated. We got the BIOS updated and set up. So we once this is done, we can give it a color, and then at that point we really just need to download the NVIDIA driver and run some tests to make sure everything's working properly. NFL won't let the Swifties lose. You're feeling like that's a thing? Down by 10? Oh no. It's definitely a thing. I mean, the NFL is definitely making money off of Taylor Swift. Like, there is no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Chat's hopping tonight. I know, people are just hanging out and hopping. I love it. I need to do more Sunday streams. Sheesh. Starbucks is trash and overpriced. It's right. It's right. Agreed. Swifties versus the 8 Mile for SP. Yo! People coming in with subscriptions on YouTube or something. I appreciate it. I can't read it. I don't know who it was, but I appreciate it. Let me know in the chat who it was. I do like going to Starbucks for the beans. They just don't make it well. Yeah, that's fine. I agree there. The left coast knows beans. They F up everything else. That's fair. I come from the left coast, so. They want the Swifties to watch the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, it's going to be 49ers Chiefs. Oh. Nate subbed. Nate! Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in with a sub. We're trying to hit, well, first, for the end of this month, I want to hit 3,000 watch hours on YouTube. We only need like 160 more hours before we started this stream. So hopefully we can hit that in the next couple days. And then my stretch goal is to hit the full partner monetization by the end of February. And it's gonna be really hard because I'm gonna be gone for most of February. Like literally, I leave for Colombia on the 10th of February for like a full like 8 days. And then I get back for a couple days and then I leave for Loot Fest. So it's gonna be really tough to try and hit those numbers. I'm gonna have to try and get some content rolling that like Tia can edit while I'm out, but we're gonna try for it. We're gonna try. I think the Lions and Ravens, even though we're losing. If you want to get into espresso, I recommend Breville Barista Express. It has a built-in grinder. That sounds nice. That is the one thing I don't enjoy, is having to sit there and hand grind. I don't love that, but it's, you know, it's worth the effort. The clip is solid. We'll hit it this week. Tell Kick to come to Red for the rest of the stream. Uncle Bud, if you want to see who's talking crap, get on over to the YouTube side. Detroit all the way. Gotta have faith, people. Gotta have faith. Okay, so we updated everything for the motherboard. We're gonna open MSI Center. Backspace, do you have a color in mind? I'm just gonna set it as a steady color. Do you have a color preference? Blasphemy! Says Bloodbath. Yo, what's up, Space Face? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just over here finishing up some updates on this newly built computer so that we can get some tests going on it, and then we'll get it shipped out. Should be able to get it shipped out tomorrow. But the wifey needs to come take pictures of it, so it probably won't get shipped out till like tomorrow afternoon. Neon green. Oh, okay, okay. Boom. It might not be bright neon enough for you, but it's green. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Tis green. Here, maybe if I do this. There you go. Had light shining directly on it. It's green. Ta-da! The RAM is also green. Oh, dang it, I gotta turn it back towards me. I don't care. I don't care if you can't see your computer. Here to look at me. Hope you're doing good, dude. Hey, I am. How are you? What up, Rick? That is what you have and you love it? Oh, hey, I didn't know you had that, Navy. You want a Navy's blessing. Nice. Better ask the wifey to come early. That's fair. Okay, so we're done with that. So the last thing we need to do is we're gonna download the NVIDIA driver. 00504B color code. Sheesh. I'm sure I could do that with MSI Center, but typically it's just in RGB color codes. Okay. NVIDIA drivers download. And so this is gonna be a stream PC. We're gonna make sure we download the studio driver. So this is a 30 series, 3050, Windows 11 studio driver. So in case you're wondering, the studio driver provides, we're just gonna read this out so that you guys know why we're doing this. Provides artists, creators, and 3D developers the best performance and reliability when working with creative applications to achieve the highest level of reliability. Studio drivers undergo extensive testing against multi-app creator workflows and multiple revisions of the top creator applications from Adobe to Autodesk and beyond. So really the idea is that the studio driver is designed for, you know, things like video editing, photo editing, any other sort of like 3D modeling type stuff. That's really what the studio driver is designed for. And since this isn't gonna be a gaming PC, we're gonna download the studio driver. If he ever just like changes his mind and wants to try and play games on it, you can download the game ready driver. But for now, we're just downloading the studio driver. Called it. Better ask the wifey to come early. I don't think she wants to. You upgraded to DF64 grinder. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he made a clip of him styling me in Warzone as if that's something special. Love it. I love it. Okay, now I can talk trash in here. Do it. Do it, Soul Reaper. Talk some trash in here. That color code is Action Green. Interesting. Stunning. Looks good. Backspace is leaving the console community. No, I think he's still gonna be gaming on his console, but he's gonna stream from this computer. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we got that driver downloaded, and we're going to install. Yeah, this is to replace the Mac. Sorry, the Mac. Who talking trash about Timmy Hortons? It's Navy. It's right there. He's ready. Careful, he's been in the Navy for a long time. He's got them crazy old man moves. He could beat you up. The Canadian legend himself. That's right. That's who. What if you don't have a studio? Well, then you get the game ready driver. NVIDIA graphics driver and GeForce Experience. Sure, Express recommended, that's fine. You are a crazy old man. I never had Horton Here's a Who, so no opinion here. Yeah, I haven't had it either. Old age and treachery is no match for youth and skill. I think it's the other way around. Yeah, have no fear, Alfred. Have no fear. He's not leaving the console gamers behind. Not yet. Although once he gets a taste of that PC life, all bets are off. Installing graphics driver. It's gonna be a minute. Probably soon though. That's right. In case you guys missed it, Diana literally bought her PC while we're here streaming today. So it's pretty cool. Which means I got some computer parts to order. What console does he run on? Backspace, can you remember? I think you're on Xbox? Is that what it was? Xbox? I don't remember. Oh, you're on PS5. There you go. You might be too, honestly. It's so nice. I mean, like, it's upgradable over time. It can do more than just like play games and like watch TV. PCs are very versatile, you know, versus a console is a lot less so. Okay. We've got our drivers installed. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna download Cinebench. And we'll do a little stress test on the CPU. While we're downloading that, I'm actually gonna download hardware info 64 so we can monitor the speeds and the temperatures. I should really just have this on a flash drive so they don't have to download it every time. That would be a smart innovation. Hardware info open. My guy, I would have said ew to Xbox. I was on Xbox since the original Xbox, so say it. Say it to my face, MJ. I don't have any of the new gen consoles, but I was on a console up until the new gen console. Okay, so we got that open. So this is gonna show us, you can see we've got our core effective clocks. This is gonna be the effective clock speed for each thread, and then we're going to look at the core temperatures while we run this. So we'll get Cinebench open. We'll just do the standard multi-core 10-minute run, and then we'll take a look at that. This is like far and away, like way more stressful to your CPU than like anything you're normally going to do on it. So this is just to make sure that the system's running well and that the cooling system is working properly, which you can see so far it is. Being Canadian and all, figured you would like it. He said he did like it, but that was only before Burger King took it over and made it crap. Okay, how many here are 50 plus and still play games? Oh, maybe he's not 50 yet, but he does play games. Woof, dude needs to get a gaming rig and really crush souls. That would be like thinking Australians like Fosters. The Navy's a coffee snob. I was wondering what Ryzen CPU processor I should get. What's your budget and what do you have? Like, are you upgrading a system or is this a new system? You use PS5 but stream from your Nitro 5 laptop. I started streaming from a HP Pavilion laptop. Like, we're talking base clock speed of that CPU was 1.8 gigahertz, and it was so slow and so underpowered that all I could run was OBS and like Discord. Anything more than that and like the whole thing would lag. It was terrible. 7800X 3D YOLO. Well, it depends. If he's gaming and streaming from the one computer, I would suggest the 7900X over a 7800X 3D just because of the extra cores. Soon to be 41. Mage is an old man. I can say that because I'm still in my early 30s. You're building a new system out of my NV5 case and was wondering, the 7900X, well, so yeah, what are you trying to do with it? Are you gaming and streaming from it? Are you just gaming? Do you do editing? Anything like that? Because that all of that kind of makes a difference. Mr. Rainbow's 58. He's an extra old man. If Lemons was in here, he's getting up there too. You've been on PlayStation since day one. Boo. I'm an Xbox man. An Xbox man at heart. I had Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and then whatever the Xbox was after that I got. I don't know what it was. Soon to be 38 next month. There we go. Gaming, streaming, and editing. So I would personally say the 7900X would be a better fit for you than the 7800X 3D. It'll still get really good gaming performance, but all those extra cores are gonna make a lot of difference when you're gaming and streaming at the same time for editing and any other like workstation type stuff. Same PlayStation since the first day. Yeah, it's one of those things like I don't hate PlayStation. I'm just like, personally, like if I were to buy another console, it would be an Xbox because I have always had an Xbox. I still have an Xbox at home. It just doesn't get used for anything other than playing DVDs or Blu-rays. Thinking about getting a 4070 Ti Super. Oh, that's such a good card. Like, talk about getting basically 4080 performance for like $300, $400 off of what the 4080s are going for right now. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. He had a Sega SG-1000 back in 1983. Ooh. My first ever thing that I played on was a NES. I don't know when we got it. I wouldn't have been old enough to have got it when it was brand new, I don't think. But I think we got one in like, it probably would have been like 98, something like that. NES was what you started on? Yeah. I've always had PlayStation, had an Xbox One at the time. You've always been on PlayStation as well, but I'm so glad I got the Xbox Game Pass. That is really nice, because yeah, now that you have Game Pass, you can play all that sort of stuff. I wonder how much of that is ported onto PC, because there's like some old Xbox games that I would love to play. Your first console was a Wii? Nice. What a great fun console. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of Xbox games I liked. Like Fable, but I didn't like the controller. Oh, see, I hated the PlayStation controller. I didn't like it at all. You have Sega Master System in your basement that you used to play growing up? Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so I went, I had NES, 64, original Xbox, Xbox 360, and then Xbox One. And then PC. Y'all, check out these temperatures. These are amazing. So we're maxing out. The highest we've gotten is 70 degrees on one core, but we're averaging in the 60s. And then we're able to hit full clock speed on all of the cores. So we're hitting 4.4 and change on the power performance cores, and then we're in the 3s on the efficiency cores. So we're doing prime, and that's just a nice little air cooler, you know. We are pushing this CPU as hard as it can possibly go, and it's staying nice and cool. It's great. Yeah, see, I need me a gaming PC. No, and I should build one. I'm trying to stream on my Xbox Series X on Twitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be a huge difference to be able to game and stream from the PC rather than doing it from your Xbox. You've gamed both, was more PlayStation than Xbox. However, when I got back from deployment, I couldn't find a PS5, so I got a pre-built PC and haven't looked back. There you go. Yeah, that was the one thing, like the PS5 was sold out so much more than the new Xbox was, for whatever reason. Xbox controller feels too fat to me. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I just like, I always, yeah. The feeling of the PlayStation controller I just never liked. But again, like I only ever owned Xboxes, and so by the time I ever like played a PlayStation, I was already used to an Xbox controller. So the new PS5 controllers I think are a lot better though. PS5 and PC is where it's at. We'll let you play anything you want minus Switch games. With the PC, you can emulate those. There, now we're talking whiskey. Now we're talking. Who's played an old 8-bit Atari? I'm sure there's a couple people in the YouTube chat that have. Games sure have changed. Look up Mar Tessero from the 80s. I'll say one of the guys, Mr. Rainbow, I think, said his first console was a Sega 1000 back in '83. Still got a couple minutes left on this, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna let it run all the way. Switching from PS to Xbox controller took about 3 weeks to nail down. What made you switch from a PlayStation to an Xbox controller, Navy? Just because it's like native for PC? That is the one thing that's nice about an Xbox controller for PC is that it's like a native connection versus the PS. Don't you have to have software downloaded for it to work properly? It's because it's actually good and people wanted the PS5 and no one wanted the Xbox, so where they were still on the shelves. I wonder how many were made. The Xbox was selling too. It just PlayStation couldn't keep up with it, or Sony couldn't keep up with it. I prefer the PS controller over the Xbox. It seems like a lot of people do. The new PS controller, the old PS controller, I can't stand. It was terrible. Oh, better quality. Your PS5 3 months after release. Nice. Shoot, if we're talking DeLorean way back then, my first system was the Dreamcast. There we go. PS5 controllers are nice because they're bigger, and a lot of people don't like PS4 and older controllers because they're too small for adult hands. True. PS5 controller is overclockable. The X1 is not. Oh, I didn't know that. PS5 controller has stronger aim assist than Xbox? I find that hard to believe. I don't think that is possible. I like the way the Xbox felt in my hands, but rather have a PS5, and I don't have any software for the PS5 controller. Okay, you can just USB cable it. I feel like maybe it was the PS4 controllers or something that you had to have like DS for Windows or something installed to actually get them to work. Atari for you, then NES. NES was my first. That's the rumor, Red. I don't think the game can even tell the difference. I'm pretty sure the game, well, I guess the game can see the difference, but I really doubt that there's any difference. How does one overclock their PS5 controller? I don't know. I know that it's possible, I just have never done it. PS4 controllers are plug and play as well. Then I don't know. Maybe it was for mapping or something weird. HID USB-F is the program you use. There you go. I don't play on controller anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But you also had a Pong game system and only played Pong. Yep. Yeah, I remember all those little handheld systems that like, I mean, you had Pong, but like even a little bit later of like Monopoly and Solitaire, whenever they were just those little handheld systems, or like Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. It was like literally just a handheld system. All I did was play like that one game. I remember my grandparents had those at their house whenever we would go over as kids. I think we had a couple of them at home too, but for wireless, you have to download a program. Oh, maybe that's what it's for. It's for wireless, because the Xbox controllers can just connect directly with wireless Bluetooth. That's probably what I'm thinking of, Whiskey. Thank you. Wondering if this game PC can play MK11. I don't know what that is. What does overclocking do? I believe it reduces the input latency. All right, 12600K with 16,000 points. That's great. It beat out, or very nearly tied, the old 16 core 32 count AMD Threadripper 1950X, which isn't super relevant, but there you go. Okay, so it did perfectly fine in the Cinebench test. We're gonna move on and we're gonna download Furmark, and we'll do a little stress test on the GPU. Kombat! Aging yourself, Atari was your first. You also played Pong. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry, Diana, you're in good company in this in the chat right now. Twitter is blowing up about how much better controller is for COD. Oh, people have been doing that for the last year. I mean, the only people who disagree are either like complete bots or they just don't know how to use aim assist properly, because even when I was playing on my laptop for a little while when I was stuck at home, there were times that like aim assist like literally just does it for you. Like I would literally like be like moving and it would just like snap onto a person, like especially up close. And yeah, they've made it so much more powerful than it used to be. It used to be a lot different, like especially back in like the Warzone 1 Verdansk days. But yeah, that's why so many people are switching. We're gonna do, let's do, uh, 1920 by 1080, turn into aliasing on, and we'll do a review stress test. So we're just gonna do a little stress test on here, make sure the GPU is working. Oh yeah, and that's what it is though. Like the rotational aim assist got cranked way up, and it's very much broken. And there's a lot of people who are like not as good of players who don't know how to utilize it properly, and so they're like, oh, it doesn't work like that for me. It's like, well, it's because you don't know how to use it right. Yeah. Steve's is always calling you an old man. You say I'm old for young people, but you'll be 37 in November. I'm 31, so like I'm not old either. But in the friggin' streamer community, I might as well be ancient. It's like half the kids are like 20 years old, and I've never held like a real job, and it shows. I feel like everyone who wants to do content creation full time needs to have an office job for like a year so they can understand professionalism. That's just me. What are the AA settings you should be running? Yeah, don't ask me. Yeah, exactly. Keep a stick moving and it's gnarly. Like if you're constantly moving, it makes a huge difference. The eye knows. It's Sauron. Oh, an NFL game system handheld game. Oh. You have an Activision Games joystick game. The games are already loaded. Just plug it into a TV. Oh, those were fun. Facts. That's right. Backspace knows. Gen Z is broken, bro. Gen Z streamers, yeah, exactly. I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it is. It's all these kids that like, yeah, they don't know. They've never worked like a legit like office type professional job, and so like they come into this space and they don't know how to act professionally. Like if you're gonna treat content creation like a career, then you need to act like a professional. That's it. That's all there is to it. Not to say that there aren't terrible, like crappy people in every generation, but yeah. At 48 it is odd because I don't really think about the ages of people I'm gaming with, more about the maturity level. Exactly, yeah. Which is why like we can all, like me and Navy and Goofy and Kevin and all of us can play, and we're all fairly mature people, and we just, yeah, we could just have fun. Because like I'm in my early 30s, Kevin's like in his mid to late 30s, I think. Navy's 48, and like we all just get along. We hang out all the time too. And we chat all the time outside of gaming. You run default and dynamic. Sure, whatever that means. Is this the Eye of Mordor's weird cousin? Sure is. I don't remember if this has like an ending. I don't think this actually ends. I think we just like let it go for a while and then eventually we just cancel it. But it's working pretty well. You know, 70-ish FPS at 1080p, whatever, it's fine. Max temperature 62 degrees. It's good. It's good. Kevin's closer to your age. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's in his like late 30s. I don't know how long we want to let it run for, but it's clearly working fine. You worked for Disney for 20 years and now you're retired. Oh, that's awesome. What did you do for Disney? Can you talk about it? It's 4:07. Okay, we're gonna call that good. It's clearly running fine. Temperature has flattened out at 62 degrees, which is beautiful. For little baby GPU, that's kind of what we expected. Got plenty of fans in here and a nice good airflow. Like good quality case with good airflow. Didn't really expect anything different. So we're good there. Firm mark is passed. And then the very last test we're gonna do is pass mark. So we're gonna download the pass mark test, and this is gonna do a test for everything. So we could skip the CPU and GPU tests on this one if we want to. I'm gonna do them just because you can just click one button and have it do all the tests. But this is gonna test CPU, GPU, memory, and your SSD. It's more of a benchmark than it is like a stress test, but it'll still make sure that everything's working properly. I met a gamer this weekend. He's 65 and wanting to make the move to PC. Now we're talking. Just tell him, you know, just tell him that like it doesn't always take a month for the PC to arrive. I still can't believe how long that took for that PC to show up. It's ridiculous. Worked for Disney World attractions, mostly Jungle Cruise. That's cool. You felt young, Lemons? Pass mark. So yeah, you can see you've got CPU mark, 2D mark, 3D mark. Those are both GPU tests. Memory mark, which is going to be your RAM, and then disk mark, which is going to test your storage devices. Okay. We can just click run on the pass mark rating, and this is going to step through all of them. I didn't mention free shipping. Good. I mean, you can pretend that it's free shipping. I bake all the costs into like the quote when I tell people prices. So you can pretend it's free shipping, but obviously it costs money for me to ship it, so it's gonna cost money for you guys to get it shipped. You can think about it however you want. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, after we're done with this, like the computer's done, we'll be ready for Mrs. Red to take pictures of it and then get it packed up. So it'll definitely go out by end of day tomorrow. Yeah, we did it. We can double check afterwards if all those updates finish. I don't know why they didn't finish updating, but it should be okay. Why did the chicken cross the street? Because my mom is what? Because my mom is fat. Oh my gosh. Canceled. We're all getting canceled for laughing at it. I'm just checking out my Twitter notifications real quick. Look at these crazy 2D graphic tests. They're so intense. You know what we could do? We could swap out this key that I've been getting annoyed with. So my shift key on my gaming keyboard started like squeaking and stuff. So I want to like swap it out for a different one until I can like get the switch nice and oiled up or whatever. We can do that. needs to be done. Got my little keycap puller here, which hopefully will work on. Woo. Oh yeah, I forgot it's supposed to do that. This little tray. What is happening to this gaming PC? Oh, we're just running a benchmark. Okay, shift key is out, almost. Hopefully, is it gonna come out? There we go. Okay, so there's my brown switch. Hopefully can you guys see that? So I think what I'm gonna do is pull that out and swap it for just like a random one that I don't ever use. And then eventually I will probably have to clean it. I think I use this same thing to pull these out. Yeah. Come on. They're supposed to be hot swappable switches. Are they F-22's fighter jets? Probably. Jeez. They're supposed to be hot swappable switches. They're supposed to come out. Looks like you're a Lions fan tonight, freaking Chiefs. Here's a Jungle Kraus joke for you. Area a couple toucans if we had. You know that we could have a 6-pack. I need to watch this bench test after a bit of the Lord's lettuce. Right? How to remove a keyboard switch. Okay, I mean, I'm technically doing it right. Technically, I'm doing it right. Wonder if I just don't have the right thing for it. Do I have a better like keycap puller thingy that came with my keyboard? That's just a keycap puller, not a switch puller. Maybe it's in here? I usually keep like all my boxes, so I might still have it in here somewhere. My earbuds. My old keyboard, which doesn't have hot swappable keys. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna say no, I don't have it. The heck is that up there? Oh, is that broken motherboard? Yep, that's the broken motherboard. So technically I'm doing this right, it just doesn't seem to be working. Doing exactly what the man in the video said to do. But the switch won't come out. What up, Jess? Grab and yank it off. So, it's literally supposed to, like, you have these little keycap things, and then if you squeeze on these, like top and bottom, there's these little, like, retaining bits that are supposed to come out, or they're supposed to, like, when you squeeze them, basically like releases the switch, and then you're supposed to be able to take it out. But it doesn't seem to be working. I'm doing this on, oh wait, I just saw it move that time. My switch is gonna break if I keep doing this. Maybe I need to get like an actual, maybe I need to get a better thing for it. I don't know. The PC is an animal I didn't know. I own so many RAMs. Yeah, that one's like definitely not coming off for whatever reason. Question is, how do I get the shift key back on? Not like that. I think I have to take these guys out and put them around the metal piece first. Look at that, we did it. What up, nerd? Hope I didn't just mess up my keyboard too bad. No! Oh no, I just dropped that piece. Okay, this is gonna happen off stream, so I can swear about it. Okay. But yeah, everything seems to be working. CPU, 82nd percentile, second, 90%, 67% in 3D, we expected that. Memory mark, 97%, great. And disk mark, 80%. Awesome. Everything is working just fine, which means we're good to go. This computer is ready to go. We're gonna take some pictures of it and then it'll be done. That's it. That's all we gotta do when you build a computer. It only takes a couple hours. I'll double check Windows. We'll try and re-download some of this stuff. I don't know if we need to download all this because those look like a lot of stuff that would be built into the motherboard, but we'll double check that. Butterfly's wingspan can grow from 12 inches to a whopping 1 foot. Takes longer to set up than the build. It's true. It does for most of them. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out today. I know it was just like, it was basically just a chill and chat stream while I kind of do some things in the background. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for coming, hanging out, chilling, chatting, making it less boring than it easily could have been. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. We are going to be building another computer before we maybe play some games. So peace out. Appreciate y'all. See you on the next one. No, thank you, Diana. And if you're on Kick, we're just gonna find someone random and we'll raid them real quick.